Good morning. This is Dr. Nemechek of the Nemechek Protocol. I wanted to talk to you about vagal stimulation and the concept differences between using a bioelectrical tool like a vagus nerve stimulator and a physical maneuver such as Valsalva, cold plunges, things of that sort, meditation that will stimulate the vagus nerve. So I get a lot of people writing to me, Will, gagging the tongue, slow-paced breathing, cold plunges, putting your face in cold water, your whole body in cold water. Will these things stimulate the vagus nerve in a fashion that's similar to using a bioelectrical device called the vagus nerve stimulator? Okay, there's a very, very big difference. We stimulate the vagus nerve all day long, just in kind of how we function. You know, it sends signals to all our organs. It's, you know, when we eat, we stimulate the vagus nerve because it has to be involved with intestinal propulsion and gastric acid release and things of this sort. We stimulate the vagus nerve when we stand up because it is involved in orthostatic tolerance by helping boost blood pressure up to your head. So we're always stimulating the vagus nerve, actually. Now, you get a good boost of that if you do go plunge in a icy cold pool, or splash cold water on your face, or you do some meditative, very slow paced breathing. And okay, so those things all stimulate the nerve, all right? But they aren't going to do you much good if the parasympathetics, which is what actually is happening when you do these things, you're increasing your parasympathetic signal down through the nerve. It's not going to do much good if that part of the nervous system, the parasympathetic branch of the autonomic nervous system, is damaged, all right? And so you can do your paced breathing, you can do these other things, but if you have damage that will not recover and has not recovered from some past injury, those things will not help you much, all right? You see the difference here? One is things stimulate the nerve, but if you have parasympathetic damage, okay, that stimulation is coming from the parasympathetics, you ain't gonna get much out of it, all right? Now, bioelectrical medicine, okay, is a field where we're now applying electricity to the body in very precise, particular ways, and this can help people in a number of methods. We at Nemechek Autonomic Medicine, we use our transcutaneous vagus nerve stimulator method to mimic the signals from the parasympathetic nervous system, all right? So when you have damage there, we use our device to mimic the signals that should have been coming but aren't coming through the body to help the body heal or body function, all right? So if you have underlying injury to the autonomic nervous system and your parasympathetics are not functioning well, and that's a very, very common thing, all right? It's almost the first thing that happens in everybody if they get an injury. Paced breathing, cold plunges don't seem to do a lot to help repair that part of the brain. Okay, it's a chronic inflammatory thing that I discuss in other videos you got to deal with. What you need, especially if you're over 35, 40-ish, we need the vagus nerve stimulator to fully recover. All right? Okay, so that's it for today. Stimulating the vagus nerve is a very different thing than mimicking your signals of the parasympathetic branch of the autonomic nervous system with a vagus nerve stimulator, a bioelectrical device. Okay, that's all for this morning. It's Dr. Patrick Nemechek, Buckeye, Arizona. Have a great week.